For anyone who's ever watched any of my videos talking about superheroes, you would know that Batman is my favorite superhero of all time. I'm a big Batman fan. The Dark Knight is probably my favorite Batman movie of all time. Kevin Conroy is my favorite Batman overall, even though he didn't really do live action. He did the voice. Live action Batman, I'm gonna say I wish Christian Bale fighting scenes could have been a little better. But I'm gonna go, because Dark Knight is my favorite, I'm gonna go with Christian Bale, even though Ben Affleck's Batman was pretty damn good. But in making this video, being a big Batman fan, it was something that just came. Like, the thing about Batman, he don't really, like, if we just talk about Batman in Gotham, you don't really have a lot of super powered villains in Gotham. Most of Batman's actual villains, not Joker, not Justice League villains or Superman villains, but Batman's villains, a lot of them don't have superpowers. Rarely any of them have superpowers. Some of them may have super strength through like Venom or Killer Croc through him being like part crocodile, whatever. But none of Batman's villains have superpowers. And I just realized the other day, thinking about it, I don't know how many people realize that a lot of Batman's villains are just broken doctors who mentally something happened to them and they just like snapped or went crazy. And that's who Batman's villains are. So that's what I'm going to be going over in this video. Starting off, you got Dr. Kirk Langstrom, aka Man-Bat. So that's who I'm going to start off talking about in this video. Dr. Kirk Langstrom tries to develop a way for humans to have super hearing. During this experiment, it backfires, turning them into a hideous creature resembling a giant oversized bat. The chemicals that Dr. Langstrom used to make the transformation, it kind of caused his mind to go crazy. Batman was able to cure him, but then like later on, he took the thing again and became Man-Bat again. But Dr. Langstrom definitely was crazy. Speaking of crazy, we got the Mad Hatter, Jervis Tetch. As a child, Jervis Tetch was bullied by other people. He grew up to become a neuroscientist. He later on became fascinated with mind control. And he was really fond of the Alice in the Wonderland story. He developed a way to control people's mind and exact revenge on people. So that's what the Mad. If you ever watched Batman the animated series, that first episode with the all of the Mad Hatter episodes were really like crazy. But that first one when he snapped, just make sure you go watch it. Next, we have Dr. Harleen Quinzel, who was actually introduced in Batman the Animated Series. Changed her name to Harley Quinn. Harleen Quinzel was a young, naive psychologist with insecurity issues that worked at Arkham Asylum, who eventually was manipulated by the Joker. The Joker manipulated Harleen to the point to where she became madly in love with him and started calling herself Harley Quinn and became the Joker's sidekick and also became his punching bag. Even though she started off in Batman the Animated Series, Harley Quinn has grown to so big that she ended up getting her own movie, her own live action movie. So that's how big and popular of a character Harley Quinn has become. Next on the list, we're going to go with Dr. Pamela Isley, a.k.a. Poison Ivy. So, Dr. Pamela Isley was a nature lover who became a botanist who loved plants to extreme levels, where she believed plants are just as valuable as people and should be treated with just as much respect. So she didn't like when plants were harmed, basically. And she developed like different toxins and stuff to make it so where she would be immune to the poisons that she used on other people. But Dr. Pamela Isley, her fascination with plants is what made her like crazy. Next, we have Professor Jonathan Crane, aka the Scarecrow. Jonathan Crane was abused as a child by family members and other children. He went on to become a professor who was obsessed with the subject of fear. He went on to use different type of tactics to induce the same type of fear in victims that he endured as a child. So Scarecrow, I feel like they made Scarecrow's design better over time. At first, he looked like Ichabod Crane, the children used to bully him about that. But they made his design better over time. Next, we have Dr. Victor Freeze, aka Mr. Freeze. I don't really look at Mr. Freeze as a villain. He was a broken man, though, because of what happened with his wife. So, Dr. Victor Freeze, who is an expert in cryogenics' wife, Nora, is stricken with the deadly disease. He puts her in a cryogenic stasis until a cure is discovered in the future. While experimenting with a freeze gun, his employer, Ferris Boyle, interrupts, causing an accident that permanently changed Victor Freeze, basically like his anatomy. Through his whole time, he seeks revenge for his wife because he just wants to cure her. So he's going all this way, still looking for a cure to cure his wife. Next, we have Dr. Thomas Elliot, a.k.a. Hush. So Thomas Elliot was actually a childhood friend of Bruce Wayne. Thomas Elliot tried to kill his parents just so he can get their money from the inheritance. But Bruce's father, Dr. Thomas Wayne, saved him. And then that made Thomas Elliot so mad he blamed Bruce for that. He went on when he grew up to become a neurosurgeon, but he still held resentment against Bruce Wayne as an adult. He tried to kill Bruce Wayne. He wrapped his face in bandages and started calling himself Hush. If that's not a broken person, I don't know who that is. Next on the list, we're gonna go on one of my favorite Batman villains, Dr. Hugo Strange, or Professor Strange. Hugo Strange was a brilliant psychologist who became obsessed with Batman and wanted to find out his true identity. The thing about Hugo Strange is one of the very few first villains to find out that Bruce Wayne was Batman. It's different versions of how he found out, but it's certain villains who know that Bruce Wayne is Batman. Hugo Strange knows, Bane knows, I think Joker knows. I'm trying to think, is there anybody else I could think they know? Hush knows, Ra's al Ghul knows. Who else? I really don't, like, Catwoman knows, but like later on, I don't know how Catwoman wouldn't know that Batman was Bruce Wayne. Is there any other villains that know other than Hush? Like Hush, I already said Hush. I think the Riddler did figure it out at one time that Batman was Bruce Wayne. But let me know in the comment section, who is your favorite Batman villain and why? Tell me why. Because like I said, I'm a huge Batman fan. I remember when all like the Arkham games came out, Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Arkham Origins, Arkham Knight. Like, let me know who your favorite Batman villain is. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, like and comment. Make sure you go check out my other videos. They're listed by playlists. It's different playlists. I got like Pokemon Go. I got sports. I got opinions. I got science. It's a different variety of things to choose from to support the channel. Thanks for watching. More videos coming soon. Trey T out. Peace.